Hello class, this is Mr. Lucero and I'm recording this video for you. So, we're going to start Unit 2 with sporting grades on page 25. So, before starting this activity, tell me about this picture. What can you see in this picture? Yeah, three athletes, that's good. Were in a competition. Okay, very good. Now, can you identify those athletes? No. For example, in this one, I can see Netherlands. While in that one, I can see, let me see. No, it's impossible to see. But what about this one? Jamaica. And can you identify this boy? Look, he's like flying. No. Okay, let me tell you, if the fastest man in the world, the fastest, is like Flash. Yes, that's right, it's Usain Bolt. This man is Usain Bolt. Okay, now let's see here. In this topic, we're going to talk about sport, no? The title says sporting grades. So we're going to work on sports. For example, here I have some pictures and all of them are according to sports. For example, this one is like a penalty or it's a goal. They are winners. No, this is this score in a competition. The fans. Okay. What else can you see? Okay. Here I have vocabulary. Says sporting verbs. Match four of the verbs in the box to the pictures 1 to 4. Use your dictionary to check the meanings of any unknown words. For example, here I have the vocabulary, no? Like break a record, coach, get a medal, hold, whole element, lose, score a goal, set a record, support a team, take up, take up sport, televise, die, win. Okay, this is our vocabulary. Now listen. Here also I have four pictures. 1, 2, 3, and 4. For example, for number 1, what would be the right vocabulary? Yes, that's right. Score a goal. For number 2, get a medal. Aha. For number 3, what is number 3? Huh? Coach? No. Support a team. Yes, support a team. And number 4, what is number 4? Tie. Now, in this case, when you can see the scores, not tie. Okay, let's see. Now, the idea is to identify vocabulary. Okay, so for our classes, you are going to use your dictionaries to know the meaning of this. Okay, for example, I see break a record. What is break a record? For example, Usain Bolt broke many records. Because of that, he is the fastest uh, person or athlete in the world. Yes, romper records. Okay, romper records. What about coach? Who's a coach? A coach is a person that trains somebody. Training. Uh-huh. Okay. What about get a medal? Get a medal. Okay, get a medal is when you're in the podium, no, and you get gold, silver, and copper. Yes, that's right. Now let's continue with hall. What is hall? Any idea? No ideas. Hall is like mantener o en this case es llevar a cabo un evento. Okay? Hall. What about lose? For example, when there is a soccer event or when you play any sport, you can be you can win or you can lose. Huh? You can win or you can lose. Let's see. Let's see. What about score a goal? Score a goal is when you are playing soccer, for example, and you score a goal. Like for example, Lionel Messi scored many goals. Okay. What about set a record? One thing is to break, and set is like to register. Support a team is when you're in the stadium, win or lose, you are with your team. No, you're with your team. Take up. Take up sport. Take up sport is like when you try to do something, in this case, a sport. Televise is like on TV. Tie is to get the score, no? For example, in a schedule, like in a timetable, no? And win is the opposite of lose. Okay, now let's see. Here we have our vocabulary, and here we are going to do some activities. For example, choose the correct word. I came third in a race, so I got or set the bronze medal. Remember or don't remember? Medal. Get medal. In the past, got the medal, the bronze medal. Gabriel Jesus scored a goal, or Gabriel Jesus held an event, and Manchester City won the game. Score a goal. Yes. So what do you have to do is to complete this activity with our vocabulary. No. Now let's continue with this part. Okay, we're also going to do a reading activity. So here we have three different readings about Susan says sporting memories. Here are my top three sporting memories. What are yours? No? So we're going to read in our classes and then we're going to do number 3 and number 4. No? Activity number 3 and number 4. Now let's continue with the grammar part. In this grammar part, we're going to talk about passive. The passive. Hey, mister, what's a passive? Okay, the correct word or the correct phrase is the passive voice. Let's see. When we say something in English, for example, I have a car, you have an ice cream, or you write a book, or you play soccer, or something like that, you are talking in active voice. So you are the main character in the sentence. You are the number one. I play soccer. You speak English. She drives a car. But in the passive voice, it's different because the object becomes the subject. The object becomes the main character. For example, if I say, I drive a car, I is an active voice. Change it to passive. Look at the object. Car. Okay. I say, I drive a car. A car. Start at the beginning. A car. And then you use the verb be. You can say is are. Is. Yeah, a car. Okay. A car is. And then you need a verb. But be careful because this verb is needed in the past participle. In the past participle, yes. For example, I was making a mistake. A car is driven. You can say by, like in this example, no, by John Green. I said by the teacher. A car was driven by the teacher, or a car was driven by Maria, by Jose, by anybody. For example, what about soccer? Let's see. My friends play soccer. Soccer is the object. So soccer is okay. Is are is soccer is played. So play is a regular verb, so you add ed. Soccer is played by my friends. In Spanish, mister is like fútbol es jugado por mis amigos. That's the idea. But you be careful because you have the passive in present passive. Because of that, you say is are. You can use a passive as simple present and simple past. What's the difference? There is no big difference. It's very easy. Just transform the verb be is are into the past. For example, in the present you say is are or aren't, isn't or am not. In the past could be was, were or wasn't, weren't. For example, the Olympics are held every 4 years. No, los Juegos Olímpicos are held every 4 years. Or the World Cup is held every 5 years. So in this case, it's simple present passive because you use is are. In the passive voice, in the past passive voice, is similar, just change the verb be. The match was played on Wimbledon. Was played. Or the match wasn't played at Wembley Stadium. Passive, simple present passive, and simple past passive. That is very easy. We're going to practice them in our class. And also, there is another one that says will or and be going to. It's very easy. You just use the verb be, but in its base form. I think the World Cup will be won by Brazil. Will be won. Will be is a verb in the future, and won is the past participle. It's like, for example, the teacher will be no the car, because the teacher is the first person or the main character. The car will be bought by the teacher. Will be bought, comprado. Podrá ser, no, o será comprado. I'm sorry, será comprado. Will be bought by the teacher. The World Cup won be won by Spain. In the case of be going to, you say is are. I'm going to, is going to, or are going to. The medals are going to be made of bronze. The medals aren't going to be made of silver. Now, in this case, we're talking about the materials. Well, class, this is the video for this class. It's kind of difficult, but remember, in this activity, you need to remember the irregular verbs in the past participle. If you do it, this would be great. But if you can't remember or you don't practice, that will be terrible for you because at least you are going to use them. And if you don't know, you can do this activity. Well, class, it's been a pleasure to do this video for you. Thank you so much. See you in our classes. Bye bye.